we open up our Bibles and we read in Genesis 3, at the very beginning, Adam and Eve are created, they're walking in the garden, and it says that they're unashamed, right? That they're walking with God, unashamed, naked, and then we're told that something happens, that sin enters the world, and that Adam and Eve are fundamentally transformed, right? Something entered our world that changed everything. And what was the first thing that Adam and Eve do, right? They go and hide, and then they do something. What do? They create clothing. They take fig leaves. They begin to try to cover themselves. And throughout the Bible, that's just a picture of what humanity does, right? We see it time and time again. We try to cover ourselves to make ourselves look like things are okay, right? We want to cover our inadequacies, or we want to cover our own sins up. We want people not to see what is actually underneath. And several months ago, I started working out again, and I was thinking, I need to get some new workout clothes. And so I went down to the Big Five on Sprague and was walking through the aisles and looking around, and I had this moment of clarity. I was just looking at the posters on the wall and all the clothes, and just thought, there's so much more going on here than just health, right? This is about image. This is about people looking at us and seeing what we want them to see. And as I was driving home, I was just thinking about the cars we drive and the achievements and all the things that we pack on to get people to look at us a certain way. On social media, you don't see people posting, oh, this is what I looked like when I got up in the morning, or this is a picture of my kids fighting, or my messy house, right? No, nobody posts that. What do they post? They post pictures of, hey, this is what I look like in the most beautiful of light, and it's all because of the fact that we stress and we want to cover ourselves and have people look at us and think of us a certain way, right? And Jesus, man, he homes in on one of the most fundamental worries that we have as human beings, what other people think about us. And what does he say? He says, man, why are you worried about your clothes? Why are you worried about what people think? He said, and he brings up the flowers. He says, look at the flowers, right? They're more beautiful than Solomon in all of his glory. And Solomon in that day was this icon of prestige and style and everything. He says the flowers, they're more beautiful than Solomon in all of his glory. And if the flowers, which are here today and then thrown in the oven tomorrow, if they're more beautiful than that, and that's the way God clothes them, how much more is he going to clothe you? In other words, what he's saying is, as we try to cover ourselves and we have these attempts to kind of put these fig leaves on us, he says, oh man, God is going to clothe you in something more beautiful than you can ever muster up.